Hey everyone, today we're taking a close look at the Honor 400 Lite, a budget-busting device that manages to outperform its price. With a retail price of under $250, it's one of the few smartphones that looks and acts like a device twice as expensive. With a playful jab at Apple and its pricey flagships, you're getting a selfie camera that nearly begs to record those late-night escapades at the club, a huge battery that can last you the entire day, and an AMOLED screen that is incredibly vibrant. The Honor 400 Lite leaves an impression as soon as you take it out of the box. Although it is a low-cost phone, it doesn't shout cheap. Despite having a flat display with thin bezels and flat edges that strongly resemble iPhones, it nevertheless manages to feel more comfortable in the hand. When you turn it over, you're met with a camera bump that might pass for something much more expensive. But fortunately, it doesn't stick out too much, so there isn't any noticeable table wobbling. It is proving to be very durable in spite of its low-cost construction. Even after a few days in the pocket with money and keys, there are no dings or scratches, and a screen protector is already placed. It can withstand some splashy mischief because it is only IP64 rated, but don't submerge it in your beer. Light rain or wet fingers? No issue. Even when a little soggy, the screen remains dependable and responsive, which is more than some top alternatives can claim. Magic OS 9, a respectable Android skin, is installed on the Honor 400 Lite. Wallpapers, icons, animations, and fonts are just a few of the many customizable options available. It's a bit cheeky to call it that, but the only genuine complaint is that the always-on display isn't constantly on. But aside from that, the program is smooth. There is a reasonable amount of AI built in, split-screen multitasking is available, game mode is actually helpful, and luckily none of the superfluous nonsense you would get elsewhere. Unexpectedly, the so-called AI features are also quite capable. Honor's Magic Capsule feature is essentially a less than subtle imitation of Apple's Dynamic Island. But it functions well, and the image recognition truly works thanks to the use of Google's backend. Although it can be a little hit or miss, there is even a knuckle drag method called Magic Portal for rapidly sharing and saving content. Honor deserves praise for attempting, but to be honest, Google's Circle to Search still performs it better. A robust 256 gigabytes of storage comes standard, which is fantastic for a phone at this price. It's difficult not to chuckle when you contrast that with Apple's entry-level 128 gigabyte model, especially when you consider that they'll charge you a further $100 to match this Honor. Let's now discuss the exhibition, which is one of the main attractions. This 6.7-inch AMOLED panel has a refresh rate of 120 Hz and a sharp 1080p resolution. It's properly lush, rich colors and deep blacks that are sharp enough for gaming, Netflix, even a little doom scrolling. Even though Netflix and other services do not support HDR, it still looks far better than other inexpensive panels. Overall, the Honor 400 Lite is a really amazing low-cost phone. It manages to compete fairly effectively in daily use while undercutting the big boys in terms of price. A beautiful AMOLED screen, ample storage, a respectable battery life, a fashionable design, and a camera that isn't quite garbage are all included. No, it won't appeal to ardent iPhone users, but if you have $250 and want a phone that does more than you may anticipate, this one is fantastic. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Have a nice day and God bless you.